All right, we're back with another update on the GOAT ToadZ design product development process. I know it's been a while since we had an update. It's not because we haven't been busy though. We've had a lot going on and we're finally ready to get this thing into production. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what we've been doing and show you a little bit about what we are doing now to get this bait rolling. When we left off last time, we had just gotten our revised prototype mold. This was our second prototype mold. We got a first one, made some tweaks to it to get the action right, shot some samples, sent them off to a couple of our pros, Brian Latimer, Miles Berghoff. They gave us some feedback on it. They really liked it. Before we decided to go ahead and sign off on the design, we sent it to some of our other pros, Seth Fider, Stephen Browning, David Walker, just to get their feedback. We want to make sure everybody's on board that this is a bait that they're going to use, that they're going to be confident in, and they loved it. They loved the action. They loved that it floated. The hookup ratio was good. It really checked all the boxes. So at that point, we're ready to move on. And we're here today actually in the Z-Man plant. You see behind me, these are a number of our production molds for other items that we make, and I've got a production mold for the GOAT ToadZ here that we just got. You know, it's been a while since our last update, and this is really one of the slowest parts of our process. We started this back in October of last year, and it's almost December now. So you can see how long it takes to develop a product, test it, get everything right. And we're finally ready to go into production. Like I said, this is one of the slowest parts of the process, and that's because we have to get this big production mold made. We showed you before this single cavity prototype mold. You can see it. We make one goat toad from this, but to mass produce thousands of these baits for all of our customers, we have to have a high capacity production mold made. And that's what's sitting right in front of me here. If you look at this closely, you can see that the cavities are identical to the cavity in our prototype mold. There's just a whole lot more of them. This one actually has 30 cavities. It's a pretty large bait. Some of our smaller baits, like our TRD for instance, we can fit like 100 cavities here, but we're making 30 of these baits at a time. The way this works is we put this in one of our injection molding presses. We have a proprietary process for how we compound and mix and extrude our material, but it gets injected into this mold. The material flows down these runners that run through the center of the mold and into each cavity. And what we get is a string of baits. That's what you have here. These are GOAT ToadZ. This is a mold shot from this mold right here that we made last week. Obviously white in color, but you can see there are 30 individual baits attached to this string. So we're mass producing these, making 30 baits at a time. We actually received this mold about 3 weeks ago, and we've already run 4 colors in this bait, getting ready to bring it to market. You can see I've got a couple of other colors that we've done here, the deal and hot snakes. If you've been paying attention on our social media, about a month or 2 ago, we put it out there to you, to everybody that's been part of this GOAT ToadZ development process, asking about which colors you would like to see. Of course, we got suggestions that were all over the place, and we can only offer so many colors, but we picked 8 of the most popular suggestions and looked at our sales history. We always do that to see what sold well and other similar baits, and we picked what we thought were the 8 most popular colors. So we're going to have some basics like white and black, and then some other cool colors like hot snakes, the deal, things that we've never done in a toad or a frog style bait before. Right now we are getting these into production. Like I said, we've made a few colors. We've got a few more colors to go. We're also designing a packaging insert tray that these will go in, so they'll stay, you know, packaged nicely and get to our customers in perfect shape without the tails being bent. And we are looking at launching this bait at the Bassmaster Classic. So right now we're building inventory. We'll start packaging baits in a few weeks. You know, we're at the end of November right now. So by March, These will be ready to ship to all of our dealers, ready to sell at the Bassmaster Classic and ready to list on our website. So, you know, I know this has been kind of a long process. We started this over a year ago, but we just kind of wanted to walk you through every step of the way and get your input and feedback on the whole process. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're super excited about this, and we're really looking forward to hearing your feedback once you have a chance to fish the goat toads.